welcome back. Your dreams were your ticket out. Welcome back to that same old place that you laughed about. Well, the names have all changed since you hung around, but those dreams have remained and they've turned around. Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Who'd have thought they'd lead ya? Back here where we need ya. Back here where we need ya. Yeah, the tease him a lot, 'cause we got him on the spot. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Welcome back. All right, give it a stretch. Oh, that's good. Okay. All right. Okay. Cool. Welcome to untilit.works again. Hopefully that last work session was a productive one for you. And so now we're in the break session, and I wanted to show this project that I've been working on since like last week, because let me share my screen here. So, like I mentioned before, I am a JavaScript developer advocate at Vonage. And part of my responsibilities are to like write blog posts on certain things, right? Different things that we have coming up, and kind of like almost they give me like free reign to write about a lot of stuff that I'm interested in anyway. And so you'll see a lot of web component type blogs there. And so here's some of the things I'm writing about, some of the different like features that we just came out with right here, some more feature stuff. And then I was writing about like web components. Yeah, web components and things. So I have like a bunch of pages here and stuff, right? All right, so I'm writing another blog post, and it's for a feature that I created like a sample app to be able to showcase the feature. And I wanted to be able to kind of show it in the blog post, like working, so then people kind of know what to expect if they go and check out the actual sample app. Because I wanted, like, you don't have to use a sample app to actually see it, but I wanted, at least in the blog post, the people to see, oh, okay, this thing is working the way they said it's working. All right, so I'm writing, and I'm like, so I think I'd be able to do a screen capture of the thing, like record a short video about it. And then I was like, I'm not sure if I can actually put a video inside of like the blog post the way it's set up. And so I was thinking, all right, well, I know I can put images, so I'm gonna put like an animated GIF. And I was like, well, because it's been a minute since I created that. Last time I think I had like a program that was on the computer that I used or something that I downloaded from somewhere. And I was like, okay. And then I looked at different websites. Some of them seemed kind of sketchy. So I was like, I don't really know about that. So I was like, I've been playing around with this FFmpeg WASM thing. Let me pull that up. Let me see. Yeah, here we go. Let me share this screen. Ooh, something broke there. That's weird. Okay, let me share this tab. So I've been looking into this. Oh, by the way, let me put a link to everything that I've been talking about here. So I'm gonna post a link to my blog post if you so choose, you want to check it out or something. And then here to this, I've spoken about this before, the FFmpeg WASM. It's kind of amazing. And so that's what I use to create like the highlight clips I've been posting to my social media. I've been using this. And I know this can do a lot of different things, right? And one of them is converting between file types. So I know that it can do like at least MP4 to GIF. And I was like, well, I already have this other project that's kind of using to create the highlight clips. And I'm using these actions or what have you, like these commands. I'm like, I think I can use a command to be able to go from MP4 files that I get from the screen recordings to the GIF that I'm looking to include on the blog. And so I was going through this, and I did some searching. Let me pull something up. I'm going to go to the actual. So I did some searching, and I found a blog post. Where is it? I have this stuff like all in a. It's because I'm searching by this. Hold on, give me a second. So I have a place where I keep all like my notes and things I find on the internet. And like when I'm building projects, I create this note and I kind of put all the different technology and all the different resources that I found. And so I found this one. Now, for some reason, it's from Giphy. Shout out to Giphy. They make like really cool GIFs from videos. So they do that also on their website, right? But I kind of wanted to do a project where it would be like all my own kind of thing. And plus I wanted to try the FFmpeg WASM. And so I wanted it to be where it's all within the browser. I'm not really like relying on someone else, right? So so they had a blog. So I found like a link that was to a blog post on the engineering page of Giphy, but then the site is gone, or like that whole site, like the engineering Giphy site is gone. And so I shouted the Wayback Machine because I was able to find it there. And so reading through it is a dope article, you know what I'm saying? And I got to learn a lot about how to make GIFs and all the things. So this is so the first part here is from a GIF to a video. And then the part I was looking for is, I think I skipped it already. Where is it? Yeah, video to GIF. So this is what I was looking for. And so I'm kind of reading through it, and it's pretty cool. And so I reading all through it. The final one I was looking for, I think, is the one I end up using was, I think, this one here. Right? So it's a very long thing. And so I was able to take it from here and then translate it into the WASM one. Right? It's pretty much the same, but it's just kind of like the way you put in the commands is a little bit different or what have you. So got that working. Awesome. And so I just guess I'll just show you how it looks. Right now, again, it's pretty terrible, but it works. And then let me see here. So this is what it looks like. Share this tab here. All right. So I also wanted to try and mess around with like the drag and drop API, right? So let me look, because that was another thing. I was like, yeah, this would be cool to be able to implement that because it's something I've been wanting to play around with, the drag and drop. And let me go back to my notes here because I saw it was on web.dev. Here we go. Let me see this one here. Let me make sure it's the right one. Yes, the drag and drop API. Share my screen here. Eventually, I'll actually go through the demo, but I wanted to kind of talk about the stuff I used to build it up. And so the HTML drag and drop API, I'm pretty sure we might have spoken about this before, but it's pretty awesome the way you kind of put it together. Like you listen for some events, and then I listened for the the drop event, right? And so here, share this tab. So I listen for when you drag something on top of it. So there's a drag enter, and then when that happens, I have the outline turn green. And then when you like drag leave, it goes back to the dash lines. And then when you drag, so when you drop it, then I use the file API. So let me show that one now. There's a whole lot of stuff that went into this. There's a meetup happening for Orlando JS for August. And so I'm going to try to do like a lightning talk. So a bunch of this stuff is going to be on my website, the slides. So I'm just kind of like talking through this now, and I'll make it a little bit more condensed and concise with all the links and everything on the on my site, which I think I'm pretty sure spoken about before, but this site here, mylight.work is just a place where I put like lightning talks and random tools. So this tool that I made, the video to GIF converter, that's going to be on this site. So along with all the other stuff that I have here, like this private key to environment variable stuff, all these things. So this is where I place all that stuff that can't really go on their own like website. So I just place everything here. And and then the lightning talk will be here as well. So you can check that out. All right, back to what I was talking about. So I'm using the drag and drop API. And then when somebody drags and drops a file, I use the file API that you can see here. I use the file API to be able to get access to the contents of that file or like the video that I'm looking for. All right. Cool. And then I take that, I make a blob, and I make that the source of the preview video, which is, so let me do that part of it. So I spoke about that, right? Now let me get a video. Hold on. Downloads. So let's get a video. So I'm gonna drag and drop the video. Oh, I also added you can, just search, like not search, but use the input box to get it that way as well. So like the file input. I wanted to try the drag and drop, so I have both here. So let me take this. I'm doing it for multiple screens. And you see that turned. Oh, I just realized I am not sharing that tab. Okay, my bad. So like I was saying, so I have the drag and drop, but I also have it where you can do the file input. So you can click this, choose the file from the pop-up. But let me drag this here. So this is the video, the recording from the previous break session. Oh, that's interesting. You can't see the dragging, but you can tell I'm dragging on top of it because the border turned green. So when I let go of it, I have it. So now here it is. So I have it going here, right? So this is the video here. You can click play. Now I have it where, so I created like this little double, what do you call that? What did I call that? My double input thing. What did I call it? I called it. Hold on, let me look at the code real quick. I forgot what I named it. I called it a sliders. So like double sliders. I'm still thinking about this stuff. I'm not sure, but it's just basically the range, input range, right? So let me show you that. Input range MDN. Cool, this one. So yeah, so it's basically just two of these things here, right? And so just two of these, right? So what I did was I took them and they're in the same container, and I did a position like absolute, and so that made them on top of each other, right? And then I had to look around. I found an example, which was pretty dope, that were basically, then I took like little, I guess they call these handles or paddles or something, and I made them both like the Z index 2, because what happened was that it was like this one would overlap that one, and you couldn't see the full handle. So by making the handles like Z2, it made them on top of each other, and so then you're able to move them. And yeah, so that's that. So that's, I'll probably have to show some other stuff for that. But now, so we have this. So going back to here. So with these, I can kind of like scrub through the video, right? And then can kind of go. So let's say I want to make a GIF of me stretching for whatever reason, right? Whatever weird reason you'd want that. Come on. Let's go right there, whatever. So I can click play, give it a stretch. Oh, that's a good stretch. All right. Okay. All right. Welcome to untilit.works, a thing I made mostly for myself to be able to work on projects that I've been meaning to work on, because I am the type of person, if I don't. Okay, so yeah, so that, and you can see like the start and stop here, right? So that means that this thing would have been like 20 seconds long. Let me see if I can make it smaller. Okay, so about 10 seconds, right? So then I can set the width of the GIF that I want. So right now I have it as a default of 300, and the frames per second, so like 12. That's what I saw from like the blog post. I was like, I'm gonna leave that. But if you want to change that, you can. Now, when you click convert, this is where I'm going to use the FFmpeg WASM. So all this is done in the browser. Like it's not going to a server or anything. All this is done inside the browser. And so I can convert this. And I have like this progress bar that shows the percentage as it goes. And I also show the actual percentage there. And for whatever reason, like it just jumps to 100% like mad quick. And so there's that. And then, yeah, so I have a GIF now. And then I have this link here you can download, and it'll download it. And yeah, that's it. So I'm going to clean it up some more. So the plan is that when you drag the thing here, right, or choose the video file, this will go away, and then it'll show this video with the handles and the different options and the convert button. Then when you click convert, then I'm thinking I might have like a modal pop up to show the progress and say like converting or something, and then you see the numbers going. And then when that's done, that will go away, and inside the modal will show you the GIF and the download link, and then you can close it and start all over again. So that's the plan. That's what I'm gonna work on. I didn't get a chance to do that because I just finished the radio show promo stuff, so that's good. And so I'm gonna work on this a little bit more. And yeah, so that's where I'm at. And yeah, so pretty cool. It was a cool like exercise to try some new APIs that I haven't had a chance to play with yet. So that's why I like doing like little side projects. And plus, it'll be able to help me with these with my job, with my work, where I do these. So I'll be able to do more like GIFs and things inside my blog post now to really show what I'm like what's supposed to be happening. So, all right, cool. Let me get y'all back to work because you see what I'm going to be working on. And again, yeah, I'm going to once I guess put together the slides for the lightning talk, I'll probably just come back and show it again just to once everything is all put together, and so you can have a final reference to be able to check it all out. All right, yeah. So I'm gonna get y'all back to work again. Thanks for hanging out. When we come back, we'll take a look at an artist's website, listen to some music, maybe watch some videos, maybe you'll become a fan, and yeah. So I'm gonna send you all off with this traveling music. This is Anthony Cruz, aka A Butter. The track is called Thank You. Thanks for hanging out. See you 15 minutes after the hour. Till then, I wish you much productivity, and y'all be easy. Thanks. Peace.
I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I want to say thank you for being there when a brother had nowhere to turn to. You were there, and I feel like yeah. And everybody says yeah. We spread love like yeah. I want to say thank you for holding on when a brother was down and out. Now I feel so strong, and I